Hey guys, it's the GLB here coming in from GLB Studios inside of his mama's basement. Oh snap, that's right, I'm way cooler than the rest of you because my mama's basement is tricked out with, um, actually I don't live in my mother's basement, unfortunately. I live in my room in my mother's house, which is unfortunate because I would love to have a basement. That sounds like such a cool thing to have. Anyways, I'm here to talk about the huge nerd debate that's been raging on for I think like the last few years, especially after anime has become slightly more mainstream. And that is American animation versus Japanese animation and American comics versus Japanese comics. And oh, this entire debate is just so pointless that it's actually, it isn't pointless because the whole thing is it's just different groups expressing their different opinions. What I find so hilarious is when it comes down to basically name calling and each other attacking each other's source material. Okay, otakus generally, from the American comic standpoint, all of us love Naruto. We all love Naruto. We would kneel down and kiss Naruto's feet, and he would be like, "Yes, my ninja children, come kiss my feet, because I am the only anime that you ever watch, or the only comic that you ever read." And that's not necessarily true. I hate the stereotypes that otaku in general, and otaku isn't the best word to describe anime fans, so I'll just say anime fans in general, all we like is Bleach and Naruto, and possibly Death Note if you're emo, according to a lot of people I've talked to, strangely enough. But that's not true. Lots of us like Kino's Journey. I love Kino's Journey. It's incredible. Lots of us like different kinds of shows. We're not just into, the shonen action shows. That's like how the anime fans always say that, oh, you're into American comics? Well, that's probably, you like Superman and Spider-Man and Batman and all that crap. Look at Watchmen. Okay, Watchmen is one of the most intelligently written comic books I have ever read. Period. It's incredible. And it's an American comic, and I admit, I'm more of an anime fan. I'm more of a manga fan than I am an American comic fan. But Watchmen is incredible, and I cannot deny that it is a great piece of work. It's a piece of art. I haven't even read many manga that I would compare to Watchmen, let alone any manga, actually. I love Death Note, and I actually like Death Note more than I do The Watchmen, but that's just me personally. It's interesting how they both seem to think that each other's hobbies are less intelligent or less intellectually inclined than the other. It just makes me laugh because I sort of look at it and you're both basically reading comic books. Comic books. It's you're going to have good comic books and you're going to have bad comic books. It doesn't matter which country they came from. Really, I can understand why someone would be an anime fan over a somebody who likes American animation, just because you like the art style. You think the characters are cool looking. You like the way it's drawn. And I can understand being a fan of American comics over manga because, it's a different style. It's more aimed towards an American demographic. Sometimes the writing is better because you don't have to put it through a translation filter. Generally speaking, I have read more American comics where the lines make more sense than they do in your average manga that you pick up. There's more of a bite to the dialogue than there is in a lot of manga because I think it gets translated from Japanese to English, and a lot of the original impact is gone from the dialogue most of the time. I've never read the original Japanese, so I can't really say I can't read Japanese. But generally speaking, the dialogue flows better in American comics than it does in Japanese comics, just my opinion. I prefer manga and anime to a lot of American animation and a lot of American comics, mostly just because I like the style. I like the style. It isn't because it's more intellectual than American comics, and it's not as stupid, and it's not because it's so much different than the superhero crap. There's so much more than superheroes in American comic books. To say that American comics are all just superheroes and Batman and Superman, you're basically just giving out the fact that you don't know very much about actual comic books. So please, the debate on both sides, just shut up. There's no point in it. It's a silly debate. Everything comes down to personal preference and style. I'll be honest when I say part of the reason why I like anime more is because I like the character designs in anime better. Just because I do. I get warm fuzzies when I watch anime, a feeling I don't get often with a lot of American animation. You have WALL-E, though, and Ratatouille, and a lot of recent films that have come out in the United States lately that are fantastic. WALL-E is much better than any anime I have seen recently. I'm not going to say it's above Ghibli-style production, but I would say it's on par. I honestly would. It's an incredible film. It's beautiful. It's touching. It's extremely well animated. It's the best animated cartoon I have seen in at least a couple of years. It's the most impressive piece of animation I've seen. It was done by Pixar. It was done in the United States. There are great films. There's great animation. There's great anime. There's great cartoons. There's great manga. There's great comic books. There's also terrible comic books, and there's also terrible manga, and so on and so forth. Just because you don't like a particular genre doesn't mean that you're going to go over here and talk about how dumb this particular group is for liking manga or for liking American comic books. Ridiculousness in a can. This is Gotta Love Breath, and I am signing out. Please, nerds, you nerds out there, all of us, let's get together. Why can't we just get along? Make peace with each other. Shake each other's hands and say, you're a nerd, I'm a nerd. I respect you even though your nerdy interests are different than my own. Please do that for me. Love each other. We are one of the most powerful groups in the world, the nerds are. If we connect, we can strive for the future. Change this world. The otakus can get along with the video game nerds, and the video game nerds can get along with the comic book nerds, and it will be a wonderful society. But no, alas, we need to open our eyes. And I would sing a song right now or give a stirring speech, but I'm a loser. This is Gotta Love Breath, and I am signing out.